Hey, I was hoping to bump into you again. Do you know, the last time that I saw you and we filmed it and I put the video out, you wouldn't believe the response. A lot of the videos that I make on my channel are quite negative, lots of doom and gloom and collapse and all sorts of drama. And I quite often get hit with loads of comments from people saying, why don't you do something a bit more upbeat? Why don't you do something positive? Stop being so negative about the world. Not everything's collapsing. So make a video of our chat, which I thought was moderately amusing. And what happens? Lots of people decide to unsubscribe. And I got lots of messages from people saying, what are you doing? Stop trying to make me laugh. I don't come onto YouTube to laugh. I want to be really miserable. So unfortunately, it didn't go down very well. But anyway, I wanted to make another one because the other thing that happened was that a lot of people contacted me saying, how dare you say negative things about Elon Musk? He's the greatest man who's ever lived. And he may well be certainly the richest man who's ever lived, well, certainly at the moment anyway. But what I was trying to say in that video was that he's a little bit crazy, and I don't think anybody can dispute that. And the other thing that I wanted to do in today's chat was really just to talk about heritage, because a lot of people said to me, what are you drinking? You're drinking Budweiser. How dare you? Firstly, you're not American, so you shouldn't be drinking Budweiser. And secondly, Budweiser's a load of old crap. So I'm getting shamed for the beer that I'm drinking, which I'm not quite sure how that works or why people get so agitated about what you're drinking. It seems like a bit of a macho thing. If you're not drinking something that ticks all of the boxes, then you'll seem to be a lesser individual. But anyway, I recently went onto one of these family tree websites, a heritage site, and I found out that I've got lots of Irish heritage. If you go back through my family tree, there are lots of people who lived in Ireland. So today I've grabbed a Guinness. But before we talk about that, I want to talk about that family tree situation, because when you go onto these websites and log on and give all your details, you then suddenly get hit with lots of matches. It's a little bit like a dating site, except you're getting hit with people who are like 95 years of age and live in Connecticut or Ohio or Oregon or somewhere like that. And they're your fourth cousin, or even the son or daughter of your fourth cousin. Now, I don't even know what a fourth cousin is. I think it's something to do with my great grandparents or something like that. And if we go back that far, I think probably everybody on the planet is related. But the bad thing about going onto these sites is that all of these people then start contacting you. You get all of this extended, long-lost family reaching out and saying, hey, I want to be friends. And the last thing that anybody needs is more family, because we're struggling to cope with the family that we've already got. You're trying to avoid seeing them. The last thing that you need is your fourth cousin once removed, daughter's cousin's friend's dog contacting you saying, can we please be friends? Can I come over and stay at your house? So I wouldn't recommend it. But anyway, going back to my Irish heritage, and a pint of the black stuff, Guinness. Now, this should tick all of the boxes. I shouldn't be getting trolled or any negativity about having a pint of Guinness. Guinness was created 250 years ago, in fact, more than 250 years ago in Ireland. And it's the biggest drink over there. It sells more than 10 million pints every single day. In fact, more than 15 million on St. Patrick's Day. So everybody loves a Guinness. So I'm going to finish off today's chat by having some of this delicious Guinness. Oh, why does it have to taste like that? What is in that? What is that meant to be? I don't know who created this, who invented it 250 years ago, but they should have been chased out of the streets of Ireland. Who wants to drink this? In fact, who wants to drink or eat anything that's black? Surely that's against the laws of nature to be drinking things that are black. And why has it got a white head? How can something black produce a white? How does that work? Who's drinking this? Who drinks Guinness? So apologies to everybody in Ireland and the 10 million people who are drinking this every single day, but wake up. It's absolutely disgusting. What does that say? The website says that Guinness is meant to have a tiny aroma of chocolate and coffee. There is not a hint of chocolate or coffee in this drink. What does that even taste of? I'm not even sure what that just tastes of beer. And I don't know who's drinking this, but I certainly won't. So apologies to everybody for not liking Guinness. You can troll me in the comments below if you're a subscriber and you love Guinness, then obviously you'll unsubscribe immediately. But anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed today's pub chat. I wanted to bring a bit of light relief, a bit of humour. Hopefully you've enjoyed a little bit of it. Cheers to everybody who does like a Guinness. It's not for me, and I'll see you again with a different drink next time.